So GPS systems in Texas have been hit by some kind of attack, all right? Some kind of mysterious incident is happening, all right? And there's a lot of speculation that this was some kind of coordinated energy attack, all right, to knock out GPS communications in parts of Texas. So this is very serious that this is happening, and very mysterious, very coincidental that this is happening. And this was affecting airlines as well, all right? The FAA was issuing a major warning to pilots traveling through Texas, specifically the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, that certain GPS systems will be shut down because their communications have been jammed, all right? So very big developments. What's going on? It seems like we are seeing more and more mysterious things happen on the homeland of the United States. And when are we going to see something really big, all right? These all seem like kind of tests. But what happens when we see, you know, entire communication systems shut down, all right? We could see that. We've already seen wires and cables being cut in France, all right, and the UK. This has all happened in the past week, all right? Cables were cut in the UK first, and then cables were cut in France as well. And this has been causing major internet disruptions, major like slow connectivity to the internet. You might have noticed your internet's been a little bit slow the past week. This is because these cables have been cut and the data flow has been rerouting to different cables. So it's been flooding it. You know what I mean? It's like it's used to having, it's like a road, all right? So if a road gets closed, then the next closest road gets clogged up, all right? It's kind of like that. So if you've noticed that, I've also seen major disruptions in multiple internet companies the past few days, all right? So I believe it was yesterday morning, there was outages on about a dozen major tech companies, and it all happened at the same time, and it was very suspicious, all right? What's going on? Are we seeing tests? Are we going to see a major shutdown of our internet or of our communication systems? So let's dive into this. So here's the article. It says, mysterious GPS disruption spread across Texas. FAA issues warning to pilots, all right? So it says the FAA this week warned pilots about mysterious disruptions to GPS signals in Texas as a runway at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport was shut down, all right? So this was so bad that they had to shut down a runway at the airport because the GPS signals were jammed and disrupted. All right, so the FAA told Bloomberg that it's investigating possible jamming of the global positioning system that aircraft use to guide them to runways and during their flights. All right, the FAA also confirmed that the Dallas airport runway was shut down temporarily. So very strange that this happened, very suspicious, all right, that this happened. And what is this a bigger sign for, all right? We already saw a cyber attack on the airports as well a couple weeks ago, all right? And it was the websites were shut down. The websites had denial of service attacks for their websites, and it locked out a lot of people from booking flights for a lot of the major airline providers, all right? They had to call or book them in person. A lot of people could not book them online. So now we are seeing another attack on a airport, all right? What happens when something big happens to the airports, all right? Something really big happens. And this isn't the first time that this has happened in the United States this year, right? So just earlier this year, this happened in Denver as well, all right? Very strange things happened in Denver. So it says, in January, officials in Denver issued an alert that GPS was unreliable within a 50-mile radius of the Denver International Airport due to interference, all right, within a 50-mile radius. It wasn't clear what caused the interference, all right? And a lot of people have been speculating that there's a lot of farmland being bought by China in the United States, and I was looking into it. There actually is massive amounts of farmland in Texas being bought by Chinese billionaires, all right, Chinese companies. So this is an article out of Forbes last year, and it said a Chinese billionaire bought over 140,000 acres, and this is just one person, all right? This is multiple people doing this, but this is just one person bought over 140,000 acres for $110 million in Texas, all right? And this, I don't know. I mean, people were speculating, but this could be a security risk, right? Lots of even congressmen are warning now that it's a national security risk to have Chinese farms, Chinese land, directly bought Chinese companies so close to our critical infrastructure, all right? They're even warning of this too. So what do you think about this, all right? The GPS systems in Texas were jammed, all right? Very serious at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, all right? Very serious that this happened. This wasn't just a small airport either. This is a major hub of the United States, probably one of the top 5 airports in the country. And this was what the National Security Council director said, all right, to a response a few months ago when similar things were happening, all right? It was Caitlin Durkovich, and she said that, quote, "It's still a significant single point of failure in our country because positioning, navigation, and timing is foundational to our life," all right? So it's true, all right? The trucks need this. All the trucks need GPS. Everything is on-time delivery, is coordinated delivery. All the planes need it to make the delivery, to get the mail, to move everything around. The ships need it. Everything needs GPS, right? And what if this was wiped out? What if the global positioning system was wiped out and it was no longer available? And what consequences does this have for our military as well if our GPS systems are being jammed, right? There are other systems to coordinate positions, but this is one of the main ones, all right? So very serious that it is being shut down at the Texas airport, all right? And we've seen cyber attacks, a ton of cyber attacks in Australia as well on their medical system, right? Tons of cyber attacks have been happening in the past few weeks in Australia as well. So get ready, guys. We could see a big one. We are seeing these cables cut. We're seeing all this activity. We could see a massive EMP or electrical grid or communication grid cyber attack to wipe out, you know what I mean, the power or the internet. I feel like they want to wipe out communications before they wipe out the power, right? So let me know what you think. What are you doing to get prepared? What would you do if something like this happened? If GPS systems, this could shut down our whole country's infrastructure. This could shut down all the planes, all the trucks, all the ships, everything. Everything's intertwined with GPS and navigation. So let me know what you think, guys. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a big old blessed day.